Curious if you could check or clean your fireplace flue yourself? Stick around as we get into that in the question of the day. What's going on, guys? Matt in the Hat, Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. You are tuned in to the Hot List. I come to you on Monday through Friday, each and every week around 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. We hang out and talk real estate. We talk properties new to the market with recent price reductions or something unique about the property that I want to share with y'all and want y'all to know. I also answer a question of the day that is submitted by a listener of the podcast. And for more information on how you can get your question answered and on air, all you got to do is just hang out with me till the end. Finally, I recognize and thank our sponsor of the week each week for being a sponsor and supporting the Hot List podcast. And if you would like to know how you can do it and be a sponsor of the week, all you got to do, just hang out with me till the end and we will cover that. If you are watching this on Facebook, make sure you comment #live or #replay so I know how you're catching it. For my YouTubers out there, as always, I thank y'all for stopping by, checking out the video, supporting the channel, and hitting that thumbs up button to help me out. Also, while you're here, subscribe to the channel so when I bring new videos like this and upload them, you guys get notified and can come check them out. So the property we're talking about today has had a recent price reduction. The address is 204 West 6th Street in Lyndon, Kansas. So that's just down the road about 25, 30 minutes, not too far away. And it's a 3-bed, 2-bath house, has 2,111 square feet of finished space, reduced down to 147.5, courtesy of Liberty Real Estate. This home is a 2-story house. It's actually a very cool place. I've toured it myself and got to look at it, and it is very, very well done. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful house. Does have a basement in there. They've updated a lot of the house. In the kitchen, they've got granite countertops. They have a little nook area. There is a parlor, which is very cool, something houses don't have very often anymore. There's formal dining, living room, and all on the main floor. There's a library on the main floor. How cool is that to have a library in your house? Now, side note, it could double as a 4th bedroom if you wanted to, but you do have the option of making it a library and keeping it that way with this house. On the 2nd story, you do have 3 beds and a full bath up there. Throughout the house, you've got newer carpet. It's got a newer roof, back deck, and an updated HVAC system as well. So all you got to do to check out the house for yourself, or if you have any questions, just click on the link in the description. That'll take you right to my website so you can see the property for yourself, browse through those pictures, and any questions about the property while you're looking through. Since you're already on the website, all you got to do is just hit me up, shoot me a message, and I'm happy to answer whatever questions you have. Or if you are a pre-approved buyer and have an interest in the property, not working with an agent, all you got to do as well, just hit me up, let me know, and I will reach out to you and set up a time to showing. Before we get into the question of the day, I do want to recognize and thank our sponsor of the week this week, and that is Britton Family Chiropractic. I've talked a couple times this week about both my wife and I visit both Dr. Jacob and Dr. Lisa. We love going there. They're awesome people, very knowledgeable. They do the standard chiropractic, the aches and pains. They do acupuncture. I have not manned up and done this yet. My wife tells me I need to do it, but they do fine. I can't even talk. They do Chinese fire cupping. I don't know a whole lot about it. My wife gave me a little bit of a rundown. Like I said, I have not manned up enough to do this, and I'm sure that at some point I'm going to do this, but I will not have my wife there, because with my wife there and Dr. Lisa doing this, I think that would be too good a time for both of them to have. and I don't want it done at my expense. I'll, uh, but I do know a little bit about it, behind it, and what the purpose is of it. I think it's very cool and something that is different, unique, and is definitely needed. Um, so make sure that you check out whether you have traditional aches, pains. They do acupuncture, fire cupping, and they also, like I talked about yesterday, help with sinus pressure and pain. They do accept most insurances. So all you got to do to schedule your appointment, 620-208-7550. I've made it easy for y'all. Just click on the link in the description. That'll take you right to Britton Family Chiropractic Facebook page, and it gives their phone number, address, and their website if you want a little bit more information than just what's on their Facebook page. They're also selling gift vouchers right now as well. So if you have somebody in your family, loved one, that you would like to help them or pay for part of chiropractic treatment as a gift, they do have those gift vouchers available. So make sure you get those, because Christmas is just around the corner. So make sure you get them now. If you are a small business, local business, and interested in being a sponsor of the hot list, all you got to do is reach out to me wherever you're listening to this, watching this at, and I'll be happy to have a conversation with you, see if we are a good fit for being paired up and having you be a sponsor of the week. All right. And of course, now is my favorite part of the show, the question of the day. Question of the day is submitted by a listener of the podcast. I get a question that I answer. It's every single day, Monday through Friday, each and every week. If you have a question you want answered, something you don't understand about real estate, curious about real estate, all you got to do, wherever you're listening to this, just drop the question in the comments. It will get to me, and I would be happy to answer that question for you first, and then use that question as content, because all the content that I've done is by answering questions from people and supporters, listeners. So keep those questions coming. I can't continue to do this without you. So thank you for submitting questions, and I look forward to reading them in the future. Can I clean the flue in my fireplace myself? Well, it is that time of year. It is flu season. No, not that kind of flu. We're talking chimney flu. Now, this may just be me, but there are few better things in the wintertime when it's cloudy and gloomy, maybe even snowing, sleeting outside, than having that fireplace roaring and just sitting there relaxing with hot chocolate, hot toddy, or maybe a glass of wine, whatever the case may be. However, that is unless you haven't cleaned your flue recently, not a great idea to fire up your fireplace. See what I did there? After all, this is going to be less than ideal if you haven't cleaned it, because there's a chance that in the middle of the night you could be running out of your house in your PJs and house shoes simply because you forgot to clean your flue or didn't clean it. So not a great idea to get a fire going in your fireplace before some type of inspection, cleaning, or maintenance. According to the EPA, chimney fires on average happen about 46,000 times per year. Now, fortunately, most homeowners and their families are able to make it out in time. However, the damage to their house, their possessions, their belongings can absolutely be devastating. Flue fires can either smolder for a really long time, or on the opposite end, they can quickly burn your house to the ground. And that's not something that I want. I know that's not something that you want. We don't wish that on anybody. So today what we're going to cover is some items that you can do yourself when cleaning your or inspecting your flue. So there's a lot that goes into not only the care and inspection, but the inspection of your chimney and your flue as well. Some checks can be done by the homeowner. Some may need to be done by a chimney sweep or professional. Some of the defects that you may find or may see something that you don't know what it is may be beyond your ability. And at that point, I would recommend calling in a professional to have them clean, inspect, and repair if possible. So 3 things that you can do on your own before calling in a pro. Number 1, you can check for creosote buildup. This is generally in your flue chimney area. So when you look into it, as long as you don't have a wood insert in your fireplace, you should be able to look up into the chimney flue area. Shine your flashlight into the empty space and look up towards the ceiling. Look around. What you're looking for is called creosote. It is black tarry stuff. I don't know what it is, but it clings to the walls and some of the moving parts of your chimney. Now you want to see if this is present, because this stuff is extremely flammable and you want to get rid of it as best you can. You can also examine your chimney cap. Chimney caps are very underappreciated parts of the home, in all seriousness, because they keep out animals and they allow air coming into the chimney to keep that fire going. They also prevent rain, snow, whatever else from coming down the chimney as well. However, they don't seem to be able to keep Santa out. Somehow he still manages to squeeze through there. I don't know how he does it. So if you know the secret, you share it with me and then I'll share it with everybody else. So if you can safely access your chimney cap, again, safely access your chimney cap, you want to look at it, inspect it, make sure it's straight and square. You want to make sure that the material that is holding the cap in place is still in good condition and intact. And you want to look and see if there's any black marks or streaks that are going to be present, because this could be signs of a previous small chimney fire. So definitely look for that and look for those signs. And then finally, what you can do is you can inspect the brickwork. Sounds like a small detail, but the brickwork on chimneys really serve an important purpose. And in order to do the job properly, they need to be fully intact. Not just the bricks, but also the mortar used to hold the bricks together. So if you have some brick faces that start to shear, or you have some bricks that are loose, you want to fix them right away, because not only a hazard for the chimney fire, but also a hazard to anybody down below, could fall, do some serious damage and injury, and you definitely don't want that. If you have or notice any loose mortar, get that fixed right away as well, because that is just bricks waiting to fall. So now that we covered the inspection, if you have to have somebody come out like a chimney sweep, what a chimney sweep actually does, they are professionals that are experienced in cleaning, maintaining, and optimizing your chimney. These folks are great at making sure that it's safe to start a fire in your fireplace. They can also advise on ways that you would be able to potentially improve your efficiency of the fireplace if you're not getting those desired results, or you're not getting the results that you think that you should with it. There are a number of ways to either modernize your fireplace or retrofit your fireplace. So don't be afraid to ask them. This is what this is what they do, and that's why they do it, to help people and answer questions as best they can. One of the most important parts to not just a fireplace but a chimney is to clean it, so you don't have to worry about any potential chimney fires in hidden parts or hard to get to areas of the chimney. What they do is they actually use a combination of brushes and sometimes even chemicals as needed for treatment, and they remove all the highly combustible creosote. They also inspect the chimney afterwards just to make sure that it's in good condition, functioning condition, so you can continue to use it like you should. And when they inspect, they'll inspect the liner, they inspect the brickwork, the damper, and again, they will also look at the cap. So there's a lot of service that goes into your fireplace and your chimney. Fortunately, you generally only have to do that about once a year. I would still recommend doing it. It doesn't take very long for you to inspect these things yourself, or if you're not familiar with it and you are more comfortable with somebody coming out, all you got to do is call a chimney sweep. They're going to be happy to do it. They'll schedule you down. If you are in the Emporia or surrounding area, need recommendations for chimney sweeps, I have a couple people that I've worked with before and I have relationships with. I would be happy to refer you to them and have them not only clean, inspect, but advise you on your chimney and your fireplace as well. So that is going to wrap it up in the hot list. So thanks for tuning in. I greatly appreciate you being here and supporting the hot list. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And thanks for watching with Matt in the Hat, Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. I do this because your experience matters and should be trusted with a veteran. Y'all have an awesome day, and I'll see you back in here tomorrow. Take care.